Everyone thought the Samsung Galaxy S27 Ultra was removing a camera, but that's not the real story. Samsung's upcoming flagship has suddenly landed in the middle of a major camera controversy, and now the full picture is finally starting to make sense. It all began with a design render shared by reliable tipster Ice Universe. The image showed a much cleaner camera layout, with only 3 visible lenses, that instantly sparked debate across the tech world. For years, Samsung's Ultra phones have featured a quad camera setup. So naturally, seeing just 3 lenses led many to believe that one camera, most likely the 3x telephoto, had been removed. But that assumption didn't last long. New information, again linked to Ice Universe, confirms that the 4th camera isn't going anywhere. In other words, the quad camera system is still expected to remain intact. So what's really going on? This isn't a downgrade, it's a redesign. And it goes deeper than just the layout. Reports now suggest the Galaxy S27 Ultra could introduce a next-generation ISO HP6 sensor, promising better light capture, faster readout speeds, and improved dynamic range. That points to a much bigger shift in Samsung's camera strategy. In real-world terms, the 3x telephoto lens might be upgraded, repositioned, or even integrated differently within the system. At the same time, the entire camera module could become more compact and efficient, freeing up internal space for larger sensors or more advanced image processing hardware, and that extra space might also help Samsung keep the S Pen while bringing back a more practical flat design. Sounds like a smart move, right? Well, not everyone is convinced, because competition is evolving fast. Apple is expected to introduce variable aperture technology in the iPhone 18 Pro lineup, and that could push Samsung to make some bold, even controversial decisions. According to early rumors, Samsung might go as far as completely removing the 3x telephoto lens. Instead, the company could rely on its 200-megapixel main sensor to handle zoom, delivering near optical quality results through advanced cropping. If that happens, it would mark the biggest camera redesign since the Galaxy S20 Ultra. And honestly, it's not entirely surprising. The 3x telephoto camera hasn't seen major upgrades in years. So Samsung may no longer see the need for a dedicated lens at that range. Instead, the focus could shift toward a more powerful primary camera, especially since the current HP sensor has been reused since the Galaxy S23 Ultra, with competitors pushing forward. Samsung may finally be ready for a serious imaging upgrade by 2027, and if they can deliver similar or even better results with fewer lenses, it could mean removing unnecessary hardware altogether. But here's the real question. Do you prefer this cleaner 3-lens design? Or do you like the classic Ultra look with more cameras and that pro feel? Because the changes don't stop there. Samsung was also rumored to remove the S Pen completely, which didn't go down well with fans. But now, things are shifting again. New reports suggest Samsung is rethinking that decision. The biggest challenge has always been space. The S Pen requires internal housing, which limits battery size and overall design flexibility. So what's the solution? Instead of removing the S Pen, Samsung might redesign the entire phone. That could mean a bigger battery, possibly between 5,500 and even 6,000 mAh. And there's more. Some leaks suggest the S Pen could bring back Bluetooth features, adding advanced functionality once again. In short, Samsung is trying to balance 3 major things at once: a slimmer design, a bigger battery, and a fully featured S Pen. And if they pull it off, the Galaxy S27 Ultra could be one of the biggest upgrades we've seen in years.